Hello everyone and welcome to another beer review here from the Czech Republic. Thank you very much for watching. Today is Wednesday, so halfway through the week. Always great news. Really like the fact that the weekend is not too far away, almost upon us. And that calls for a beer. Now today I'm going to have a Bernard IPA, Bernard India Pale Ale. For those of you who don't know, Bernhard is one of the still kind of, they call themselves family brewery. It's still a relatively small brewery when you compare it to, the kind of bigger industrial breweries, the likes of, Kozel and Gambrinus and so on. So they're still relatively small compared to them. But they're very popular in the Czech Republic. Their beers tend to get really good reviews. They do make really good traditional Czech beers, starting with the kind of normal 11 degrees Světlý Ležák. Then they're having a great beer, which is the Svatečný Ležák, as they call it. One that I really enjoy. And they also have a good range of non-alcoholic beers, excuse me, that are really good and easy to drink. People in general seem to appreciate Bernhard as a brewery, quite a lot. I think the story of Bernhard started with the Bernhard owner actually importing beers to the Czech Republic. At least that's my understanding of how it all started. But then, after a while, they decided to start brewing their own beer. And, now they're one of the really most popular breweries in the Czech Republic, doing very well. They're from Humpolec, which is again not too far away from Jihlava, the beer that I reviewed in my last video, the Jezek, that came from Jihlava. Humpolec is kind of in the same area. When you again drive on the D1 motorway going from Prague to Brno, you will see an exit at some point, Humpolec, and from there it's not too far. This is where the brewery is located. And there I think you can do a tour. They also have a nice brewery restaurant, where you get the beers fresh, and also very good food. So definitely worth a visit. And Bernhard, they also have shops around the country. Kind of Bernhard kind of special shops where they sell all things Bernhard. So starting with the beer, and then obviously you get all the merchandise, the glasses and whatnot. So really good to visit. If you're ever in the Czech Republic. I think if you're going to Prague, I think the closest one would be the one in Rýčany, which is just south of Prague, a small kind of town, which is easily reachable from Prague. So if you ever come to Prague and you want to visit the Bernhard store, venture out to Rýčany and visit their shop there. Very nice people. I've been there many times. Very friendly stuff as well. Very helpful. I'm sure you would enjoy it. And again, a lot of merchandise, glasses, T-shirts, and all of these things. So they also have a beer. Actually, I think it's only where they have it in Rýčany. It's one beer called Rýčanská 11, Bernhard Rýčanská 11. It's also a pale lager. I think they only sell it in their Rýčany shop. So if you want to try a completely new beer that you may have had not before and that's not available in any other shop, maybe go to the Bernhard shop in Rýčany and get that Rýčanská 11 degrees pale lager as well. Now about this beer, it's an IPA, it's top fermented, it comes with 5.6% alcohol content and a whopping 53 IBUs. So, I'm really looking forward to that really bitterness coming through. But yeah, overall, I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this now, because it is midweek and it's been kind of a kind of tough day in terms of working today. So I think I do deserve this. Very nice bottle. I mean, when you look at Bernard have two different types of bottles. They have the normal one with the normal, bottle cap, and then they have the flip top bottles as well. For the, I don't want to say majority of their beers, but a lot of their beers come in this kind of flip top bottle. So, very nice. Also, then with the Bernard logo on top. I really like these bottles. They're fantastic. So, yeah. Using my Bernard ale glass today, so I'm not using this one too often. So let's see how we get on in terms of pouring the beer. Oh, it's very, very lively. Very, very lively. So, but that's absolutely fine because we want to have lively beers, right? I think that looks very nice for pale ale. Just really, really what you want. Again, it's a nice foamy head on top there. Dark golden color, a little bit hazy. Just really nice. And that really fruity aroma coming from it. I mean, it's a very strong fruity aroma coming from it. So I'm sorry about how the bottle opened and about spilling some of it, but I don't think it will take away that beer experience that I hope I will gonna get in a second. Naslavi. Yeah, it's very nice. It's really very, very nice. And what I really like about this, because sometimes when I drink an IPA, I do get these fruity notes coming across quite strong. That kind of citrus notes that you get from an IPA. Coming across too strong to a point where I can even feel it kind of in my nostrils a little bit. I'm not getting this here. This is a very easy to drink IPA where you do get the citrus notes and the citrus aroma, that fruitiness really coming through nicely. But what weighs in more, in my view, is that really strong, dry hop bitterness coming through as you're kind of zipping and kind of going into the finish. That is the one part that really stands out for me here. And I'm really glad that Bernard has managed to balance this in a way that these fruity, citrusy notes are not, kind of slapping you in the face, being too strong, being, perhaps too aggressive. Because really, like I said, some of the IPAs that I have had in the past, I didn't too much enjoy them because I just felt that part in my nostrils, that aroma that was just overwhelming. With this one, it's very, very well balanced with that hop bitterness coming through very nicely, and it remains as well. It stays with you, that dry hop bitterness. Overall, I'm really, really satisfied. Now I will have to drink this a bit slow because it is not too late in the day yet, and it has 5.6% alcohol content. So it is a bit of a stronger beer. But of course, IPAs. I've drank a lot stronger IPAs, and I do think even though it has 5.6% alcohol, and even though I want to make sure that I will drink this slow because it's still early in the afternoon, it's still a beer that where that an IPA where you can have a few during one evening without again feeling the impact too much. Overall, I think this is very recommendable, and I really recommend you to try the Bernard India Pale Ale and see for yourself. Absolutely, absolutely well done. Well balanced. In terms of pricing, I mean, IPAs in general tend to be a bit more expensive, and Bernard beers in general tend to be a bit more expensive than other beers might be. I think this stands. I'm not even sure what the price is now. I forgot, but it's really in a higher range of when you look at kind of industrial beers. Although Bernard is still a family brewery, I do kind of put them into the industrial beer category, and they would be a little bit higher up than others may be. And the one thing that you need to look out for is again the bottle with the flip top. Because in the Czech Republic, we have the refundable deposit system for bottles, and the normal bottles you would normally pay 3 crowns, which you will get back if you bring back the bottle. With this one, it's 7 crowns. So you need to bear that in mind when you come to the Czech Republic, but you're not necessarily staying, to enjoy the beers and bring them back. If you want to take them home with you, unless you bring them back to the Czech Republic, you lose 7 crowns. And these 7 crowns, the beer already is quite expensive. It drives up, expensive. For some of you I don't know if you're watching this from Norway or from Finland or Sweden or the UK, you may think the prices are okay in the Czech Republic. But, comparing to other Czech breweries and Czech beers, it is higher up. So it is quite expensive from that point of view. And the additional 7 crowns, if you don't bring them back here in the Czech Republic, the 7 crowns for the bottle, it will drive up that price significantly more. So maybe something to bear in mind. With regards to availability, this is available in almost any supermarket that you go to. Now it's definitely available in Albert and in Globus. I'm not entirely sure about Kaufland, for example, or actually Kaufland has this as well. But then there might be supermarkets where you may not get this, like Lidl or Penny. But the really the ones that are the kind of bigger chains, you will get this for sure across the country in any kind of region of the country. You should be able to pick this up. And if not, again, my recommendation is really to venture out to Ricciani, to the Bernard official shop, and maybe get it there, and obviously maybe get some merchandise as well, like one of these nice little glasses. I really like it for drinking these type of beers. I wouldn't drink a pale lager from it because then it would just it just wouldn't be the pale lager experience with the big kind of nice mug. But I really enjoy these kind of glasses for these type of beers. So you can pick them up there as well in the Bernard shop. If you have had this before or any other Bernard beers and and you enjoyed them, please let me know in the comments what your thoughts were. Subscribe to my channel for more beer reviews here from the Czech Republic. I'm going to slowly finish this, and I hope I will see you again in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.